Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation on our app. This is our team. We have Freddie, who is our project manager, Polly, who is our operating officer, and I am Michael, the software architect. And this is truly a worldwide collaboration. I am from Washington State, Polly's from New York, and Freddie's from Ghana. And we are all very excited to work on this app. The name of our app is eLessonPlan. And the basic premise of eLessonPlan is a way to electronically store a lesson plan to create and edit and save those plans on your phone. And now Freddie's going to talk about our sponsor.
Okay, our sponsor is Mr. Thomas Ketendo. He is a headmaster of Presby Academy. And the basic idea is we write the lesson plan at hand, and it's very tedious. Every week we have to copy over and over. And so the idea is to get an electronic way of storing the previous plan so that you can just edit and adjust the lesson as you move forward. Anything that is repetitive can be better off once it gets automatized. So the e-lesson plan will store the preparation of previous time, and all the teacher will have to do is to edit and adjust it for better teaching experience. And this actually is going to really help enhance the education and the student performance and the teacher performance in our school.
All right, great. Thank you for that, Freddie. And now I'd like to show our program, our application for Android, and eLessonPlan. So here we have on either side the add subjects and add classroom. The subjects are the individual classes that the teachers will teach, and the classrooms are the specific groups of students for each class that will be taught. So each one of these green buttons has an add feature. So if we hit add subject, we can add a subject, and let's call this one CS 308, and that creates us another CS 308 classroom. And over here a subject, and then over in classroom, let's create another. Let's call this also CS 308. So now that creates us a class where we can add students that we can track. So what I'd like to do is show you now what the inside of a subject looks like. We're going to go into Math 2, which is one that I've prepared prior to this presentation. So here you'll see we have the add term, rename, and delete. And already included inside of the Math 2 subject, you'll see the second term that was created, the 2018-2019 second term. I'd like to show you how quick and easy it is to add a term. So let's just add a term quickly. We're going to call it the 2019 first term. Hit create, and there we've created a term. Also above, we have rename and delete buttons for the terms. As I show you, I'd like to just say we did have a little bit of a struggle with the way we were going to save these buttons. Michael, do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we were trying to save the file, but we were not getting the correct references passed between the different activities. So once we were able to get the references and edit the right references, then we were able to save the file properly.
All right, great. Thank you for that. So I'd like to exhibit how the rename and delete buttons work. So let's say I made a mistake. I want to change the 2019 first term name to something else. I'm going to select that term. I'm going to push rename, and now I'm going to change it to 2018/2019 first term. Hit rename, and there, it's been renamed. Now let's say I've decided, you know what, I don't really want that term. Make sure that the term I do not want anymore is selected. I'm going to hit the delete button. We'll get a caution marker there that says, are you sure? All inner data will be lost. We hit delete, and we no longer have that term. I'd like to go deeper in now and show what's inside of the terms. This is where we store the weeks. And these are the weekly lesson plans that the teachers use. And again, at the top, you'll see there's add week, rename, and delete. The features work very much the same. You can add a week, rename the week, or delete a week. Let's go into week 1 that I've already prepared. And here we see a lot of things going on. We have 5 buttons at the top. Save, which is going to save all the data that's here. Now, all these data fields are the same fields that the teachers in Ghana use for their lesson plans. And this is the portion of their work where they'd have to write a lot. And the copy and paste features here are going to save the teachers a lot of time, as they can simply copy and paste past weeks, terms, lesson plans into the current week's terms lesson plans. And so I'd like to show you first off how we can reload what we have here if we make some mistakes. So let's say I start making some edits here. I remove this, the reference field, and I'm going to remove only part of the objectives field. And then I realize, oh no, I've made a mistake. I want to undo those changes I've made. Well, since I didn't save our work, all I need to do is hit the load button here, and it's going to prompt me, are you sure you want to load? Yes, I am. And it's going to reload what was already in that term in that week. And as you can see, it's restored the abacus reference, and it's restored the rest of the objectives and RPK data there. So that's a great feature to save the teachers after they've made a mistake. The copy and paste. So I'd like to briefly show you that. So let's say we want to take this week and we're going to move it into a corresponding week in another term. So we're going to copy it. It's going to copy all the data. We get a toast down there, lesson plan copied. We're going to go back, and let's add a week. And we're going to call this, I'm just going to call it copied week, because that seems simple enough. So there's the copied week. And we're going to go into that week, and we are going to paste. And this is going to save the teacher so much time. I'm going to paste it in. Are we sure we want to paste over what's in the plan? Because at this point, it's going to overwrite everything that's there already. Paste it in, and there it is. All that same data, arranged all the same. And now we hit save, and that is saved. So this is what is going to save the teachers a lot of time in rewriting their lesson plans. And one of the most exciting items that we have, and one of the trickiest, I might add, is the PDF button. So, Michael, do you want to talk a little bit about the struggles we have with the PDF before I exhibit how that works?
Sure. Yeah, we had difficulty with saving our PDFs as well. First of all, we could not get it to save it all, and we figured out that the problem is that in newer versions of Android, the user has to give permission for the application to save files on the external storage. So once we figured out how to do that, then it was a lot easier. And also we had struggles with the formatting of the PDF. We did not know how to format a PDF, but we eventually worked with iText, and we accomplished some good things in the formatting of the PDF.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let me show you quickly how the PDF button works. It's very simple. Once the changes are made and we want to back up a copy of what we have, as well as have one ready to send to the headmaster, we click the PDF button, we label it. So let's just call it backup. And we're going to export it. And we get a toast there. backup is exported to the lesson plans folder. And that's coded in where it's going to save the PDF file. So I'm going to go into my files. And I'm going to go into my e-lesson plans. And here we are, the backup PDF that we just created. I'm going to open that up so you can view it. And it's a very nicely formatted PDF of all the data that was in that activity screen. So here, this can easily be emailed to the headmaster or anyone else to share so that they can view, mark up, make notes, derive data from, whatever need be. And I believe that wraps up the presentation on the application. Freddie, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I just want to thank you for this wonderful week, and having this lesson plan is really going to help to make the teaching experience pretty much better here in Ghana. And the school and the headmaster, our sponsor, and all the teachers are very, very much excited to use it. And that's really, really, really great. Thank you very much, brothers.